She was acquitted, but the house still screams guilty. Welcome to the Lizzie Borden House. Welcome to one of the most chilling tales in American history. Today we dive into the Lizzie Borden House, known not just for its gruesome murders, but for being the most haunted house in the United States. Buckle up, it's going to get dark. This house in Fall River, Massachusetts, isn't just famous, it's infamous. So what makes it the most haunted? First, a double murder so brutal it echoed through time. On August 4th, 1892, two people were hacked to death, Andrew and Abby Borden. The murder weapon, an axe. The setting, a quiet New England home. But the violence was anything but quiet. This crime shocked the entire nation and has haunted the walls of the house ever since. Second, the suspect was their own daughter, Lizzie Borden, a proper church-going woman accused of a savage double murder. It was unthinkable. But the evidence circled back to her like a ghost that wouldn't leave. Third, the paranormal activity never stopped. Guests report footsteps, whispering voices, and even seeing ghostly figures. People have felt cold spots. Some have woken up at 3 a.m. to find shadowy figures standing at the foot of their beds. Fourth, the house is preserved like a time capsule. Everything, from the furniture to the wallpaper, has been restored to how it looked in 1892. When you walk in, it's not just visiting a crime scene. It feels like stepping back into the exact moment when the horror happened. And what if I told you, you can actually sleep in the room where the murder happened? Let's go deeper and uncover the full story. Andrew Borden was a wealthy but very frugal man. He lived modestly with his second wife, Abby, and his two daughters, Lizzie and Emma. But behind closed doors, tension was building. On the morning of August 4th, 1892, Abby Borden was found face down in a guest room. She had been struck 19 times with a hatchet. Just over an hour later, Andrew Borden was found on the couch. His face was almost unrecognizable after 10 violent blows. Suspicion quickly fell on Lizzie. She was the only one home. She claimed she didn't hear the murders and had been in the barn. But her stories changed more than once. She had even tried to buy poison just a few days earlier. Investigators found her behavior strange. Still, there was no blood on her. In June of 1893, Lizzie went on trial. The courtroom was packed. Women fainted. Reporters filled the town. In the end, there wasn't enough proof. Lizzie was found not guilty, but in the court of public opinion, she was never truly cleared. After the trial, Lizzie stayed in Fall River, but people avoided her. She lived the rest of her life as an outsider and died in 1927. But many believe her spirit never left the house. Over the years, strange reports began to surface, lights turning on by themselves, voices calling out at night, crying sounds. Paranormal investigators recorded voices and caught shadowy figures on video. Let's go room by room. In the murder room, where Abby was killed, guests say they feel sick or anxious. Some report sleep paralysis or the sense of being watched. The couch where Andrew died often gives people a sudden chill or the feeling of being touched. And the basement? That's where many guests refuse to stay long. The fear down there is strong. Some visitors run out without any clear reason. Today, the Lizzie Borden House is a museum and a bed and breakfast. You can take a tour, hear the full story, and even stay overnight if you're brave enough. Some people leave without experiencing anything, but others, they leave with stories they'll never forget. So, what keeps us coming back? Is it the mystery, the thrill of the paranormal, or is it something deeper? Maybe we're haunted by the idea that evil can hide in the most ordinary places. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, one thing is certain: something still lingers at the Lizzie Borden house. and it might just be waiting for someone like you. Subscribe for more haunted history, and remember, some houses don't forget.